Alright folks, so I guess it's time to talk about it. So, as of yesterday, I think around 5:30 or so, Good Game Bros put out a video with news of Madden 18 going to the Frostbite engine. And after chatting with them in the chat a little bit, just making sure and that it was confirmed, that is good news. That is good news that Madden 18 will be going to the Frostbite engine. Now, what does that mean? Now, I can't interpret what it means for everyone else. I can only interpret from my point of view what it means to me. One of the main things that I looked at as far as Frostbite was the environment. Playing Battlefield 4. Well, let's not even just talk about Battlefield 4, but going through the various stages of Frostbite, I always felt that like this engine was the best engine that EA had all along. I watched it grow from Battlefield Bad Company 2 to what it is now with Battlefield 1. Obviously there were some hiccups along the way. They changed a couple of things with the engine with Battlefield Bad Company 2 talking about total destruction and environment to cataclysmic destruction in the form of towers falling and stuff like that in Battlefield 4. I look at it like this, as far as it is with Madden, because we've seen a sports game every year since 2015 go to the Frostbite engine. Rory McIlroy golf in 2015 went to the Frostbite. FIFA 17 last year going to Frostbite. And I remember putting out a poll, and out of 29 people, people voted that Madden 18 looked like it was going to go to the Frostbite engine, and that's where we are. So back to the center question: what does it mean? What does it mean to me? I was talking about the environment, so of course I'm talking about living worlds. That to me, I feel, will be the biggest improvement with the jump to Frostbite. I feel like it will open it up to the games being able to share content, resources. And when you look at the environment in the Living Worlds theme, you have to look at the fact that I always thought FIFA's weather conditions were the best amongst any of the outdoor games that EA had. So you look at Madden, they've really been stale. I'm not gonna bullshit you. It's been really stale forever. And I was really discouraged at the fact that nobody was gonna address it. It wasn't being addressed. I'm not going to say nobody was going to address it, but the fact that it was not being addressed, and the fact that we had no control, or little control, over what we could do with that part of the environment. We either could do, and this, I'm talking about Madden, we could either do 1 o'clock, 4:30, 6:30, 8 p.m. games. As far as weather is concerned, partly cloudy, windy, which always was cloudy. You can have a windy and clear sunny day. I don't know why they didn't allow us to add that. Rain, snow, no choice of whether it was heavy snow or whether it was like a light rain, heavy rain, no fog. So you really didn't have any visibility conditions. I don't think there were thunderstorms. I'm like, in some cases there were thunderstorms, but I could care less about thunderstorms. I'm just worried about, and those conditions affecting the field. The field has to be alive. I always thought the crowd, even though they did make improvements to the crowd, I felt they could have gone a little further with the crowd before making this jump to Frostbite. But with the jump to this engine, I believe we should see a vast improvement in that area. Now, as far as gameplay is concerned, I'm keeping my expectations tempered on that, because I look at the fact that they are going to go through with their plans on how game plan is going to go. Nothing was going to change that. Matter of fact, if you really think about it, they were going to go forward knowing that they were going to jump on Frostbite anyway. So why would anybody expect it to change? Like those of us on the outside who weren't paying attention will probably think, oh, no, they can do this. They add story mode and blah blah. I'm like, no, don't expect that. I'm like, you can request that, but I don't believe it's gonna be a quick jump to having a story mode and separate. Like I've seen one comment where they was talking about separating the modes, and I was like, that's probably not gonna happen. So my gameplay expectations are tempered. They have a plan in place. They're gonna go with it. I do need them to invest in the CFM, because, and this is going away from the Frostbite news, but I really do need them to invest in CFM big time. Trumpism, but that's another story. I still feel isolated when I'm playing CFM. Now, of course, let me tell you how I play CFM. I'm an offline player. So there's natural slant towards isolation because you're not playing against human players. And with that being said, it shouldn't be minimized, my complaint about being isolated in CFM. Because if I can play offline, NBA 2K, let's see, I think when 16, it was introduced in 16, no, 15. It was introduced in 15. If I can play my league and feel like I'm a part of the league and I'm hearing about stuff around the league, or it's easily accessible to the point where 2K17 allows you to see everything that's going on through the little ticker. You feel involved, you feel immersed in the league. I don't feel that way with Madden. I haven't felt that way in quite a while. They need to invest in immersion in the CFM mode. They need to change that home screen. I believe it needs to be a calendar-based system. And I'm like, this whole listing, no, that doesn't work for me. I'm like, I've forced my way to play it, but I don't like it. Never did like it. They need to have a calendar, real dates, so you can set up practice dates. They need to go with that format. And they had that format. They had that format in the college last gen, and they had that format before, and I don't know what happened. So those are my thoughts, and I need to wrap this up because this thing only records 10 minutes at a time. So yeah, so I would say big news, expected news. Madden 18 going to the Frostbite engine. What are your guys' expectations for the Frostbite engine and Madden 18? What does it mean to you? You can speak freely in the comment section. And with that, I'm DJ81. This is the channel Skins for Life. I switched it up a little bit.